It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Coming up next.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
There's a lot of guys out there, Mike, that over the last couple years, the start of Justin Fields' career, they love nitpicking his game. It's a little unconventional. He's not an in-rhythm, on-time pocket quarterback, but I think that's okay. I think some of the criticism is fair, but there's one thing you can't deny. He is electric with the ball in his hands, both escaping the pocket and as a designed runner. I think they need to lean into his strengths as a player. Don't shy away from him. Because when he's playing at the top of his game, man, he is the ultimate weapon.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Fields from the gun on. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers, we have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And he'll be kicking right into the full effects of the wind. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Quinnen Williams there to make the play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And in motion is Brown. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Third and a yard. And in motion is Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On the ground, here is the rookie out of Clemson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On third down, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And in motion is Brown. A second down throw for Hurts. And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Panay Nwanwu now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Second and 7. They'll go again with Hall. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Sidney Brown there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. This one caught by Lazar. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he will get into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Anders Carlson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jets will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Now he'll run. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, running left. It's Barkley. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagle. Care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, Fields. A throw on the run is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. That one into the hands of Smart. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They motion the slot man left. On 2nd down, Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A gain of 11 there, and a first down. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's Barkley. Powering forward. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Fields. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Then in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now it's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. To throw, Hurts. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with first and 10. To throw is Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now Hurts. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to be third down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Another run here with Hall. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. On third down, here's Hall. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A give. Here's Hall. He'll work forward for a couple. The tackle there by Jalix Hunt. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A throw on the move is caught.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Play action now for Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Fields now. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
It's 1st down, and it's Hall. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
As the ball continues to get wider, the boundary almost becomes like having a 12th defender, and that's exactly how the defense used it here. Continue to push that back wide until he had no choice but to just go out of bounds.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he will score. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets draw closer here. It's 21-14. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Second and 7. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll go again with Hall. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Here's Fields. He's got his man complete to Wilson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Fields to throw. toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Third down coming up.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. To throw is Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. They go play action with Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts to the air on first down. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now he takes off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That is brought in at the 10. He is in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame him.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. And in motion is Brown. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Here comes Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. A run with Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now Barkley. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. Barkley. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. We'll take you back to earlier and some highlights in this one. He had success throwing it, but also success running it, including that rushing touchdown. He has been the unquestioned leader of this offense on the field today. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Fields. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Fields. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.